Praise be to Jesus Christ. My dear friends, after the break of the ordinary time back in February, with the seasons of Lent and Easter, and last 2 weeks we had the solemnities of Jesus Christ, the Trinity and Corpus Christi, we are back again with the Sundays in ordinary time. If you remember, we had stopped with the 5th chapter of St. Matthew's Gospel. We are continuing the ordinary time with the 9th chapter of the Gospel of St. Matthew. This year, we are continuing to meditate on the Gospel of St. Matthew. At the sight of the crowd, Jesus' heart was moved with pity for them because they were troubled and abandoned like sheep without a shepherd. Our Holy Father, Pope Francis, highlights the need to be sensitive to the needs of those who are at the margins of the society and those who are oppressed. And he would say, indifference, how much harm human indifference does to those in need, and worse, the indifference of Christians. My dear friends, today the Gospel tells us that the Lord was moved with pity at the sight of the crowd because they were indeed troubled and abandoned like sheep without a shepherd. The people of Israel knew very well, better than we, as those who are living in cities and other places do, what a shepherd was and the hustle and bustle sheep could create when lost and without their shepherd. If Jesus were to come today in our context, I think he would repeat the same words, that there are a lot of disoriented and confused persons trying to find meaning in their lives. Oh Lord, how can we overcome this big and very, very current problem? Well, Jesus requests prayer, so he chooses 12 apostles and sends them over to proclaim his message, that is the kingdom of God. He chose 12 apostles, ordinary human persons. He sent them to proclaim the kingdom of heaven. He sent these 12 men to announce only one message: the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Cure the sick, raise the dead, cleanse lepers, drive out demons. Without cost you have received, without cost you are to give. What the apostles did and what we have to do is to worship the person of Jesus Christ and divulge his message of peace and love and do it as a gift. All of us are called, the successors of the apostles, namely the bishops and the pastors, but not only them, we also along with them, the rest of the flock. We all have the same mission in this world, to heal the sores and the diseases of mankind and to guide it in its quest. Not only the bishops and the priests, but also the lay people, for instance, with their families, in its dual character of home and school of faith, at the university and schools and places of work, with the communication media, in the public health system, and every Christian at their working and social environment. Our own Holy Father, late Holy Father John Paul II, indicates us the way forward when he emphasized the need to pray as a springboard for evangelization. Christian hope sustains us to fully commit to the new evangelization and universal mission. It pushes us to pray as Jesus has taught us, "Thy kingdom come." The directives of Vatican II and the Catechism of the Catholic Church remind us about our basic identity. The Church is Catholic. It proclaims the totality of faith. It carries within itself and administers the fullness of the means of salvation. It is sent to all peoples. It is addressed to all people. It encompasses at all times. It is, by its very nature, missionary. Let us hear the heartening exhortation of Saint Francis de Sales. He states, when God, the Creator, made all things, He commanded the plants to bring forth fruit, each according to its own kind. He has likewise commanded Christians who are living plants in His church to bring forth the fruits of devotion, each one in accord with his or her character, his or her mission, and his or her calling. And we are all invited on this Sunday, the 11th Sunday in ordinary time, to produce fruits in season and out of season in this challenging world, to be a missionary, not only in word, but in deed, especially guaranteed and geared up with our own prayer. May God bless us all in this task to be missionaries of others in any situation we find ourselves. God bless us all.